It was 982 million or something like that, 962 million. But still, that's pretty much $1 billion. That's just a significant amount of money. But Fox News has lost $1 billion in stock value. And the person that I saw was Brian Kilmeade. And say what you will, but like, I mean, he tries really hard to like, I don't know. It's just my impressions of him. Like, I don't know. I don't really trust him too much. And I just feel like he would literally like do anything for money and to keep his job at Fox. And I was like, of course it's Brian Kilmeade hosting Tucker Carlson's show. And, I felt like it was a really sad moment. I felt really sad that I didn't see Tucker Carlson.
Welcome to today's episode of The Moderate View.
We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's podcast of The Moderate View. I need you to subscribe and I need you to hit a like. All right, so today's episode is going to be really, really exciting. It's going to be Fox News versus Tucker Carlson. And we're going to have a detailed analysis. I'm going to have a detailed analysis and I'm going to break down exactly who Tucker is, his accomplishments, why is this such a big breaking news story on social media and all of corporate news everywhere. And I'm going to break down who is Fox News, who's running it, who are the chief executives of the board of directors and the CEO of Fox News. We're going to look at a lot of numbers. We're going to look at, I'm going to take you on a tour. We're going to have a big look on money, dollars, net worths, just a whole bunch of details and analytics. So you're going to want to stay tuned all the way until the end of the episode. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. I spent countless hours developing some really amazing graphs for episode 9's podcast. So let's go ahead and get right into it. 1 minute and 30 seconds into the podcast. Tucker versus Fox News. Tucker Carlson, former Fox News host. And on the right side, we have Rupert Murdoch, chairman of Fox Corporation. And I wrote a whole bunch of detailed information here. In their statement, Fox did not provide a reason for Carlson's termination, lending media speculation that it was due to Fox's recent defamation settlement with Dominion Voting Systems. Carlson's internal criticism of Fox leadership or a pending lawsuit from a former Fox producer alleging an appalling work environment while working on Carlson's show. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about Tucker Carlson. So that was an introduction there. Let's go ahead and continue to get the ball rolling. About Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson, born in 1969 in San Francisco, began his media career in 1990s, writing for the Weekly Standard. He was a CNN commentator from 2000 to 2005. From 2008, he hosted the nightly program Tucker on MSNBC. In 2009, he became a political analyst for Fox News. In 2010, he co-founded and served as the editor-in-chief of the Daily Caller. All right, so we already have some really meaty, juicy information. I identified exactly what the situation is, and I showed you exactly what happened, what the information was, And then I also showed you a little bit about Tucker Carlson. So let's continue to go into this investigation. Let's continue to go into this deep dive of cable news political analysis. All right, so about Fox News, we have Rupert Murdoch, chairman of Fox Corporation. Fox News is the most watched cable network in the United States. The channel broadcasts primarily from studios at 1211 Avenue of the Americas in Midtown Manhattan. That's a typo there. The channel was created by Australian American media mogul Rupert Murdoch in 1996 to appeal to a conservative audience, hiring former Republican media consultant and CNBC executive Roger Ailes as its founding CEO. It launched on October 7th, 1996 to 17 million cable subscribers. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our other graph there. So some really good information. We're really getting into this. All right. About Fox News, Suzzane Scott, CEO of Fox News. And I wrote the sources down there. Fox News at the time, prior to Tucker's departure, still has commanding lead over every other cable TV news network with shows like The Five and Greg Gutfeld. Fox News has a net worth of $16.4 billion as of April 2023. The current CEO is Suzzane Scott, the second CEO in the network's history. And there's some little information that I left out there because I felt like it would get a little bit in the way with some of the analysis in this breaking story. But just a side note, Forbes listed her as, I think, the 61 most powerful woman in the world in 2022, I believe, or 21. Okay, moving on. Next, we have Lachlan K. Murdoch, Executive Chair and CEO. So this was a little bit confusing in my investigation and within my research and information. Suzanne Collins is the CEO of Fox News, and he's basically like the CEO as well, but the overseer. And Lachlan K. Murdoch is also part of the board of directors. So a really big position there. And I believe he's Rupert Murdoch's son. Anyways, Fox executives of business unit leaders include the board of directors chairman Rupert Murdoch and Lachlan K. Murdoch, serving as the executive chair and chief executive officer, as well as John P. Nolan as the chief operating officer and a host of others. So there's just a big list. If you guys want to see the information, go to foxcorporation.com and you can go ahead and look at all the board of directors there. All right, moving on. What people thought. So we got Dick Morris, political campaign consultant and general consultant, period. So the really interesting thing about Dick Morris is his career began quite early. And within, I think, 96 and in the 90s, Dick Morris was also a political big supporting hand and consultant and everything else campaign-wise with the Clintons. So Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, XYZ. And according to information on the internet, you can easily find information about Dick Morris that accurately gives you details about having talks with Trump in 2016. All right, so let's go ahead and check it out. Let's see what the people thought. All right, so on Newsmax, according to Dick Morris, Murdoch wants to destroy Trump by making Fox News more left-wing. So I thought this was extremely interesting information. I didn't really know if it was like 100% concrete, but I mean, this guy has a list of extremely intelligent information, and he also has a whole bunch of inside scoops and resources, and he's been around, especially cable news, XYZ. So he really, Dick Morris, really knows what he's talking about, and I would pay attention to some of the comments that he said, and I'll give my further analysis towards the end. All right, moving on. Let's go ahead and check out our other information. We got Megyn Kelly, host of the Megyn Kelly Show. I highly recommend you guys go subscribe to her on Rumble and YouTube and follow her on Twitter. On Newsmax, Megyn Kelly said on the Eric Bolling Show on Newsmax at 5 p.m. April 24th, 2023, she says that the Murdochs do not operate that way, in the sense that she thinks it's all about, quote, dollars and cents, unquote. So I thought this was also interesting information. Megyn Kelly is a huge, she's a huge inspiration for me, journalism-wise and podcast-wise, and just as a fighter in general. My initial first impressions of Megyn in the beginning, I really caught wind of her during the Donald Trump debate. I think everybody can agree there. If you're paying attention to the debates with Donald Trump, Donald Trump said some really, according to the majority of people, messed up stuff. And anyways, so I really caught wind of Megyn Kelly there and just really fell in love with her, as in media personality wise within that context. Anyways, so Megyn Kelly was basically saying that she really thinks that the ousting or the exit of and the firing of Tucker Carlson is because of money. And I know, it doesn't really quite explain a significant amount of the larger picture, but I would really take her word serious, and we'll continue to move on. I don't want to rant too much. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. All right, so we got Paulina Luna, Florida's 13th district. She's a Republican. And according to Rumble, on Donald Trump's Jr.'s show, Donald Trump Jr.'s show, Triggered, Anna Paulina at 3:48 p.m. on April 24, 2023, said Tucker Carlson is a true thought leader. So this was also some really cool, interesting information here. I really like Anna Paulina a lot. I think she's really beautiful. I mean, she's really very good looking. She's really smart. All I get is a lot of positivity from her. I would really pay attention to this Congresswoman's word. I would take it very seriously that she thinks Tucker Carlson is a thought leader. She meant it in a very large sense that Tucker Carlson is a very, very pivotal force when it comes to swaying public opinion. And I also would agree And I would think exactly the same thing. And I think the majority of people who love Tucker Carlson or in general know about him would say that he's a true patriot as well, and definitely commands really a lot of viewership. All right, so let's go ahead and continue moving along. All right, so here we got some facts. All right, so fact number one. On April 24, 2023, Fox News dismissed Carlson and the executive producer of his evening show effective immediately. So I thought this was some extremely important information that is extremely vital. I didn't even think about his executive producer. So they both got the end of the stick, and everybody's only talking about Tucker Carlson and not the executive producer, which is kind of like natural. I mean, it's like the lead singer, the lead vocalist of the rock band is going to get all the credit and screen time and all of the attention. And it's just like you got the drummer, you got the bassist, you got everybody in a supporting role, but the leading vocalist is always going to get the number one attention, just like my favorite band, Nirvana, Kurt Cobain. All right, moving on. All right, so we got, let's see, some more facts here. According to Paulina Luna, Fox News has lost, she in her own words, I'm not going to say she said 1 billion, but I basically, just rounded up. So she said it was 982 million or something like that, 962 million. But still, that's pretty much $1 billion. That's just a significant amount of money. But Fox News has lost $1 billion in stock value. Fox, on the other hand, is a wealthy conglomerate with an estimate. And I don't know if this is true. I'm not really going to say this as hard facts. I Googled some information and I couldn't really find this. Maybe you guys can find the clip on Newsmax that aired April 24, 2023 with Andrew Napolitano. But he said $100 billion of worth. Maybe he was talking about Fox, like the corporation. Anyways, and about $4 billion in cash at a bank. So that's what Andrew, I don't know how to say it, Andrew Napolitano. That's what he says. So we'll go ahead and read that again. Fox, on the other hand, is a wealthy conglomerate with an estimated $100 billion of worth, and according to Andrew, about $4 billion in cash at a bank. Fox News stated that a rotation of guest hosts would fill the slot until a permanent replacement was found. And I thought this was really interesting. I went on Tucker Carlson's time slot. For me, I believe it was 5 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I live in Los Angeles. And I was like, all right, who's going to be the substitute host? Who's going to be the host, right? And the person that I saw was Brian Kilmeade. And say what you will, but like, I mean, he tries really hard to I don't know. It's just my impressions of him. Like, I don't know. I don't really trust him too much. And I just feel like he would literally do anything for money and to keep his job at Fox. And I was like, of course it's Brian Kilmeade hosting Tucker Carlson's show. And, I felt like it was a really sad moment. I felt really sad that I didn't see Tucker Carlson on his time slot on April 24th. And, it's just a really big breaking story. That's why I'm breaking it. I was going to upload a different story, but I'll save that for the future. So stay tuned and continue watching. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on this political analysis here. All right, so in their statement, Fox did not provide a reason. Yeah, we read this for Carlson's termination. Lending media speculation that it was due to Fox's recent defamation settlement with Dominion voting systems. Carlson's internal criticisms of Fox leadership or a pending lawsuit from a former Fox producer alleging, an appalling working environment while working on Carson's show. And, a lot of people, professionals kind of was like, what? Carlson is like the most, legit dude there is. And that's basically it. All right, let's go ahead and continue to get the ball rolling. We're at 20 minutes of the podcast. All right, here we go. So we got some theories here. From Dick Morris to Megyn Kelly to Anna Paulina and even Donald Trump Jr., it is theorized that the goal is money and to make Fox more left-wing and to get rid of Donald Trump, since from 2016, Donald Trump is not able to be controlled. This was Andrew Napolitano's take, and multiple other people that I've seen and that I respect professionally, politically, everything else. A couple of ideas a lot of people are coming up with is maybe Tucker will do much better without mainstream media. This is something that Megyn Kelly mentioned. She was mentioning on Eric Bolling's show that on Newsmax that she's been independent. She's been finding success. I really love Trish Regan. Again, I think she's like super beautiful, smart, very intelligent, really laid back, really cool personality, extremely pro-America, extremely filled with integrity. And I really respect Trish Regan a lot. I highly recommend you guys subscribe to Trish Regan on YouTube and her other platforms, including Bill O'Reilly. All right. A lot of people are thinking that perhaps this is the death of Fox News. So I'm one of those persons that thinks this is the death of Fox News. I think a majority of people will agree with me, conservatives and patriots of America in general, that care about the country. I think all of us, you guys will agree with me that everybody, like 98%, if you do like a poll, the majority of people were watching Fox News predominantly just because of Tucker Carlson. That was the only reason and the only thing that a lot of people would pick up the remote and play on the TV or the computer and take their time 1 hour each day was because of Tucker Carlson. They respected Tucker Carlson. I respect Tucker Carlson's integrity and opinions, and say what you will. But I think he's a pretty good guy. And I really, respect him. But anyways, so a lot of people think this is the death of Fox News, because you have your number one rock star and suddenly you're going to oust him out of the band while he's, bringing in hundreds of millions of fans and you know what I mean? And, having bad rock shows and stuff like that. Excuse the language. I just feel so passionate about this. All right. So moving on, let's continue. Let's continue. Where are we at? All right. So we have some more information here. Closing. The winners and losers of this is mixed, with the left wing seeing this as something that is very good. Ironically, the right wing are also seeing this as something that is very good. The majority of the political spectrum agree this was a surprise, even to Tucker Carlson's surprise. Tucker Carlson has a commanding 4 million viewers, not including the worldwide millions upon millions of Tucker Carlson fans that watch Tucker Carlson's clips on YouTube, Twitter, and all of social media combined, including myself. I'm not subscribed to Fox Nation. I unsubscribed to Fox Nation. I do have a founders commemorative coin that I acquired when I became the first one that signed up for Fox Nation back when it first launched. I was a huge Fox News fan. I used to watch literally like 5 hours a day, sometimes just all day if I didn't have, other things to do, or if I'm cooking, I'll have Fox News in the background. I just loved it very much. And Trumpers, patriots in general, the majority of Republicans, conservatives can agree with me that after 2020, we're just like, I don't know, man. And, everybody just really like, saw the cardboard cutout of what was really in front of us all along. I digress. Moving forward with this continued information, comments. Big picture, Tucker Carlson gains a free reign of pure, unrestricted, free speech with the exception of any defamation laws. There are many top journalists who are increasingly becoming independent. Tucker has a significant amount of money with a net worth of $30 million. I am sure there are many contracts being offered to Tucker Carlson. In the end, does Tucker win or lose? Tucker is an American patriot to many Americans. He speaks the hard truth and asks the difficult questions, which brought him much success from Fox News. They have lost their most successful and huge money machine by firing Tucker Carlson. At a $1 billion loss in stock values, Murdoch managed to replace Bill O'Reilly, Megyn Kelly, and Tucker Carlson, with much speculation that Paul Ryan will be a heavy influence and perhaps a new replacement. And just in closing, it's a really sad thing, but it's also a very good thing, and I feel extremely hopeful for the future of Tucker Carlson's future. And I think he's going to still have a commanding 4 million followers, 10 million followers, however many followers he has worldwide. I think whatever he does, it's going to be a big smashing success. Just like with James O'Keefe, and just like with many other rock stars in the patriot, integrity, and conservative spectrum, and things like that. The last thing I would say is whether this is the death blow to Fox News and the end of mainstream corporate news, that is increasingly beginning to look like the case. So I showed detailed facts, detailed analysis, detailed information. What do you guys think about Tucker Carlson getting ousted? Do you think he got fired? Do you think it was set up? Do you have any theories of yours that can explain these things? Do you think Tucker is better off? Do you agree with my analysis? Do you disagree with my analysis? If you liked the video, I need you to hit a thumbs up. I need you to subscribe, share the video. I need your support, and hit a comment below. Thank you so much. This has been episode 9 of The Moderate View, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your night.
Thanks for watching The Moderate View.